You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command. If you are a newer subscriber to my channel, then welcome. But if you are an OG subscriber, then you might remember these two videos that I'm going to briefly talk about. Video number 1 is called "The Brutal Truth Is All Men Pay," which of course that video got taken down because it was too hot for a lot of people, and a lot of people got into their feelings about it. But to make a long video short, I talked about how all men pay for sexual access to a woman. You pay in 3 currencies: attention, time, money, which gave rise to the acronym ATM. Now, the second video was called "They All Set a Price." And in that video, I talked about how women operate essentially like mercenaries. Yes. To all you ladies out there, every relationship that you've ever been in was the term that whatever price that you set for that particular man, he met, so therefore you were willing to be with him. No ifs, no ands, no buts. The truth is just that, the truth. Now, let's look at the modern scene, shall we? With sites like OnlyFans and other sites like Seeking Arrangements, how can you logically not say that women have put price tags on themselves? And if you need any more blatant evidence of that, look no further than Kevin Samuels. While I may not agree with everything he says, the fact that you have so many women who will call into his show and literally say they want a 6-figure man, that is putting a price tag on themselves. Now, with all of this, something popped into my head last night. Hollywood, believe it or not, Hollywood does actually put out a lot of movies that does, in fact, teach you a valuable lesson. Now, I find myself going back looking at a lot of movies from a red pill lens now. Now, there's a particular movie out there that perfectly illustrates 2 things. And I'm going to read this movie. So if you've never seen this movie or you're a younger viewer, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you. The movie is called Indecent Proposal. All of my old heads might know this movie. Indecent Proposal is a 1993 American drama film based on the novel of the same name by Jack Englehart, in which a married couple's relationship is put into turmoil by a stranger's offer of $1 million for a wife to spend the night with him. Oh, yeah. It was directed by Adrian Lyne and stars Robert Redford, Demi Moore, and Woody Harrelson. The film was a box office success despite earning mostly negative reviews from critics grossing nearly $267 million worldwide on a $38 million budget. David and Diana Murphy are married high school sweethearts living in California. Diane works as a real estate agent, while David hopes to be an established architect by designing their dream home. The couple invest everything they have into David's project, purchasing beachfront property in Santa Monica and beginning construction. But the recession leaves Diana without houses to sell and David without a job. In desperate need of $50,000 to save their land from being repossessed, they travel to Las Vegas determined to win the money. At a casino, Diana catches the eye of billionaire John Gage, while David wins over $25,000 at craps. Reveling in their winnings, Diana assures David that she loves him regardless of the money. Oh, and the plot twists. The next day, they lose everything at roulette. Leaving the casino, they notice a crowd gathering to watch Gage play poker. Gage asks Diana to join him for good luck, and she makes a winning craps roll on his $1 million bet. As thanks, Gage insists on paying for the Murphys' stay, gifting them a lavish hotel suite and a dress he saw Diana admire. After an enjoyable evening together, Gage offers the couple $1 million to allow him to spend a night with Diana, but she and David refuse. After a sleepless night, the Murphys agree to Gage's proposal, and David reaches out to his lawyer, who prepares a contract for the arrangement. Leaving Diana with Gage, Dave has a change of heart and races to stop them, but arrives just as they depart by helicopter. Gage flies Diana to his private yacht and offers her a chance to void their deal and return to her husband if he loses a toss of his lucky coin. He wins the toss and Diana spends the night with him. Oh, the lessons that are going to be talked about at the end of this. Agreeing to forget the incident, the Murphys return home and learn their property was foreclosed and resold. Overcome with jealousy, David accuses Diana of continuing to see Gage after finding his business card in her wallet, which she denies knowing about. Discovering that it was Gage who bought out their land, Diana angrily confronts him and rejects his attempts to pursue her. When she informs David, their tension reaches a breaking point and they separate. Diana later tells him to keep all the money. Weeks later, Gage visits Diana at work and renews his advances. Initially resistant, she eventually consents to spending time with him and a romance develops between them. Haunted by happy memories of his wife, David hits rock bottom, leading to a public confrontation with Gage and Diana. He pulls his life back together and finds a teaching position, and Diana files for divorce. Finding her at a zoo benefit with Gage, David donates the entire $1 million in a charity auction bid then makes his peace with Diana and signs their divorce papers. Realizing that Diana will never love him the way she loves her husband, Gage lies to her that she is merely the latest member of his quote-unquote $1 million club of women. Seeing through his deception, she gratefully ends their relationship before parting ways, and he gives her his lucky coin, which is revealed to be double-headed. Diana returns to the pier where David proposed to her 7 years earlier, finding him there. Repeating their unique declaration of love, they join hands. Leave it to Hollywood to throw in a happy ending. But looking at this movie through a red pill lens, what are the 2 lessons that stand out? First lesson: all women set a price for themselves. $1 million? Yeah. Now, for all of the PUAs and dating coaches out there who will tell you that, you need to learn game and do all this stuff, knock that shit off. Knock it off. There is no amount of game that is going to trump a wad of cash. Now, you guys know I am a full proponent of legal, legitimate, pay-to-play arrangements between 2 consenting adults. In layman's terms, I am all for legalized prostitution across the board. I mean, hell, digital prostitution is already legal, i.e., seeking arrangements, OnlyFans. See, they've made it on OnlyFans to where the women are able to get the money without performing the acts. And in my humble opinion, this is just my solitary opinion. If you are a man who is paying for something but getting nothing out of the deal, then you may as well take your money, pull it out of the ATM, burn it, and then piss on it. Now, the second lesson that was learned via this film: hypergamy. Yes, hypergamy. This was a married woman who decided that once her price was met by the billionaire, she went off with him. She left her husband. So yeah, Hollywood. Sometimes you make some great movies. And yeah, a lot of movies do in fact teach a red pill lesson if you're willing to look at it through the red pill lens. So yeah, I say all that to say this. As much as women don't want to admit this, they are putting price tags on themselves. Now, of course, they don't want to say it because that makes them feel bad, but reality is just reality, and the truth is just that, the truth. As I said before, ladies, every relationship that you've ever been in was the simple culmination of that man agreeing to pay whatever price you set for yourself. He may not know that, but you know that. Oh, I like this guy because of these characteristics. Or I like this guy because he has money. He has resources. He has something that I like, something that I desire. So whatever I desire, that's the price tag. He's able to meet that price tag, so boom. But hey, it is what it is. But gentlemen, particularly you younger gentlemen, don't be disheartened by this fact. Don't be. Get yourself together. Get your shit together while you're young. And guess what? You'll be able to fulfill what you want to fulfill when it comes to ladies later on. However, with the current climate, you must be careful. You have to be careful. You will come out to probably know whatever woman you're interested in, she's probably had an OnlyFans. She's probably been on Seeking Arrangements. I know that sucks. But if you're going to deal with women in the future, you must understand that those women of today were doing these things. But I've spoken enough on this topic, and I wouldn't be surprised if this video probably got taken down because, some feelings might get hurt. But the truth is just the truth. Every woman sets a price. And with that being said, ladies, the power will eventually go out. Feminism and the sexual liberation via digital prostitution will go out right along with it. And trust and believe that digital prostitution that you guys are doing, yeah, that's going to come to a screeching halt because guess what's going to happen? The tax man will come to collect. All these women out here constantly talking about, I'm making over $100,000 or I'm making $1 million, blah, 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 on OnlyFans. Big Daddy government is going to come and collect his share. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am